Hi everyone, thanks for starting your morning with the Farm and Ranch News. Well, the U.S. cattle cycle is finally transitioning from a prolonged liquidation phase into stabilization, but expansion has yet to take hold. With cattle prices currently at record highs, producers remember all too well the sharp drop that occurred about a decade ago. CattleFact says they don't expect an abrupt decline in prices this time around due to the hesitation in expanding the herd. This year's calf crop is thought to be record small, and the 2025 calf crop will be even smaller, indicating expansion in the industry isn't likely to start until 2026. Of course, factors like interest rates, drought, input costs, and generational transfer of operations could affect that time frame. Well, the Farm Service Agency announced updates to its farm loan programs that are intended to increase opportunities for farmers and ranchers to build financial equity and resilience. Notable policy changes include providing eligible loan applicants access to flexible repayment terms to help build working capital reserves, as well as establishing a new low-interest installment set-aside program for financially distressed borrowers and reducing additional loan security requirements to enable borrowers to leverage equity. And AgWest Farm Credit has selected Bill Perry to serve as their next president and CEO. Bill was raised on his family's ranch near Judith Gap, attended Montana State, and began his career at AgWest 20 years ago as a credit analyst trainee. Big congratulations to Bill. He'll assume the new role on January 1st. Stick around. We'll see you back here for more ag news and the markets.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy. I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us back here for the Ag Report. The U.S. Cattlemen's Association has announced its support of Wyoming Representative Harriet Hageman's resolution to block the USDA rule mandating electronic ID ear tags in cattle moving interstate. USDA expressed concerns with the cost to implement a new mandatory system, as well as shipping delays, adding stress to cattle, and the misuse of private information gleaned from the EID system. U.S. Cattlemen says that upon blocking the mandate, the industry should reinvigorate the Cattle ID Working Group to evaluate a mandatory ID rule. Well, cattle futures unfortunately continue to tumble lower. In the last week, feeders have lost $20. That's over $150 per head. Cash trade moving lower as well, down $2 to $4, with live sales $185 to $193, dress $305 to $308. 35,000 head of calves sold on the Cattle Country video sale this week. Upper 4-weight steers $340 to $364, 5 to 5.5 weights from $320 to $340, your mid to upper 5 weights $308 to $320, and most of the lighter 6-weight steers $291 to $310. A big test of finished lambs in Sioux Falls, and prices still moving lower, bringing $181 to $188. And the wheat market hasn't been able to muster much strength as moisture and cool temperatures led to some selling, but falling new crop supplies and U.S. wheat becoming more competitive on the world market give us a reason to hold out hope for higher prices. Winter wheat harvest is over halfway done in Montana, and overall looking like a pretty decent crop. Well, that's going to do it for today's report. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one.